So, good morning. Hope you can hear me properly. First of all, as I promised you, I'm starting the session on data analytics. And basically, this session is meant for the data analytics, what we are going to do for our micro research. Please ensure this is only for private circulation among you, only for the PhD cohort of ISBAT University. Because as you know, I am on an emergency travel, so I cannot keep away from my promises with you. I started receiving your data sheets. Please make sure as we complete these sessions, your data is almost complete with the 100 respondents. And you know, in your qualitative phase, as well as in your quantitative phase, we have a clear separation and we are using a mixed strategy of data analytics. If you can do some discussions forums, some group interviews, which is going to help you more. So take this as an opportunity that my absence is going to improvise your data collection. Now, there are a few of my scholars who have a challenge in data. I know who are in pure IT, who is working with Internet of Security, who is working with cyber security, and who is working with big data. So my travel may be a blessing in disguise, just because of the reason that I am going to find some time to get connected with some good professors near to my region who are into pure research. So if time permits, because I'm on a short trip and I'll be back on 8th, and this short gap, if I can make some good relations with some good kind of professors who are into that region, that will be more helpful. So those who are not able to work on their data, especially Veeravan, Moses, and Joseph, don't worry. There is nothing to worry. We will meet our targets. We'll find good opportunities. So nothing to worry on that matter. This will be a preliminary introduction session. The purpose of this session, because I'll tell my experience. See, the data analytics visualizations, these charts, percentages, values, this all confuses us. You know, when you read a research paper, many of the things you may feel it's very difficult. Don't worry about that, because it is not necessary that you should know everything, but you have to know what is actually required for. So you have to keep in your mind that nothing to worry, but you should know what you're doing. What is your hypothesis? So what all things you are trying to interpret in your micro research, that you should focus. You know, when I was doing my research, I also got confused a lot, because once I received my data and how to analyze the data, if I look someone has used the structured equation modeling. Other one has done an ANOVA analysis. Other one was used the PC analysis. So it all becomes complex for us. So I repeat once again, do not worry. This initial session will give you some insights and will help you which is the suitable method for. So I request all of you to go through the preliminary Excel sheet that I have shared with you when we started this micro research. In that, I clearly specified what methods we have to use. So after this session, try to go through that sheet and try to see whether it is meant as structured equation modeling for you. All these things you have to be in touch. The second part, never think that you all going to be get spoon-fed for this work. Our role as PhD co-supervisors and the process we teach you research methodology. Our job is to guide you, give you insights. The actualization has to come from your side. Some of you may feel that we teach you more, we are adding more theory. No, we are giving you a background knowledge. If you don't have that background knowledge, it will not help you in future. Otherwise, you'll be confined only to what you're doing. Then when you go to a further side of the research, after your PhD, you'll be doing a wide variety of researches. And you will not get that capacity to move further. That is why we are teaching you more. Practice has to come from your side. Practice has to come from your side. But learning, we are trying to sort out during these sessions. So, and I have started writing a book, Mastering Data Analysis for PhDs, exclusively for you people. And we'll be sharing the PDF copy of that book. I have done 1/4 of that book. Initially, you will not understand anything. So you read only what up to now I have taken, because I'm following that book, what I have made to explain what I am taking sessions. And I believe you'll be getting a regular YouTube videos so that in my absence, my presence will be substantiated. All right. So greetings from Kampala. It's a good morning here. Fine. It is around 6:40 in the morning. So I'm going to share my screen to see today what we are going to learn. Today, in our first session, what we are going to do is how to start, how to know which tool is good for you, which will be the best one for you, and to choose which appropriate data analysis tool. So that is the agenda for this session. All right. So in these sessions, a quick thing on what is the importance of data analysis in PhD research. That's what we are going to see first. Why it is important. All your micro researches as an hypothesis, like a set of hypotheses with you. So many of you have 3 hypotheses. So if you want to validate that hypothesis, whether it is acceptable or we want to reject it, whether you're H0 or H null or you're H1, what we are going to accept. This is based on the data, what we get, and we are going to test it. So the first part is the validation of your statement. That is your hypothesis, your concept, your constructs. Using theoretical framework, you have made a hypothesis. So to validate that one, we need data analysis. Second thing, when you do this one, it gives you meaningful insights. We cannot just assume. We cannot just say that, okay, I have collected data, this is proven. There is nothing, take it for granted. Things will happen only if you are able to prove it scientifically by statistical tests. So to derive meaningful insights, we are using this data analysis. Then when you do data analysis, that collected data, you can ensure your research is reliable and it is validated with appropriate, relevant tests. So I request you all, and I believe that the data what you have sent to me, or data what you're going to collect more, or data what you're going to be sent to me, everything is reliable from reliable sources. So do not cook data. So once we do this one, we make sure that our research is reliable. When we make a reliable research, surely it is ready to disseminate in a public domain through a journal or as a printed book or through his BATS journal. Then, so, we are trying to find problems for solutions. If you are looking at the tax structure, if you are looking at the IoT security, if you are looking at how people can intrude, an intrusion can happen from end-to-end communication, or if you are thinking about how your research is going to improvise the library systems, how virtual reality can be inculcated for academic as well as learning experience and knowledge delivery. So many kind of the researches what you're doing, these are going to give us some solutions. In fact, a solution is a decision, isn't it? So this data analysis based on your micro research is going to give you informed decisions. Next thing, so once you have informed decision, it will facilitate. So that's a major part of it. Next thing, addressing the limitations. Every study has its limitations because some of you have 50 data from 50 respondents, some of you have more than that. So in limited sphere, in limited framework, in limited population, with limited number of samples, you are trying to do a micro research. So you can address the limitations also when you do the analysis. Then all your theories that substantiate your research. There are theories that gives a theoretical framework for your research. It can be an IT theory, or it can be non-IT theory, it can be social science theory, it can be a theory of learning. So many theories we have together. And this conceptual framework and theoretical background. So this it is matching to what we have collected. So this data analysis will help us to develop a clear clarity on whether our research is supporting the theoretical framework. Then, when you do a research, it has to be communicated. You are the creator, you are the author of that research. So these findings can be easily communicated through charts, table, visualizations, tests, and everything. So communicating the findings effectively. Now, this micro research, as we told, of the big pie of your major research, it's a slice of that pie. So this will give you direction for future research. So this is why in this micro research, what we are doing now, the data analysis is very important. Now, this will help us to contribute to the practical applications. Because, at the end of the day, what we do, we don't want to just make a book create with us. We don't want to do a micro research for the sake of learning research. No. When we involve deep into it, we definitely going to contribute to practical application. So understand, out of these 10 to 11 points, data analysis is so significant. In every phase of your research, from your research question to your limitations, the end of your thesis, or the research, to your references or citations, everything is important. So, we have to give significant importance to data analysis when you do your micro research. Hope you are getting me why we want to study data analysis, how we have to choose the better data analysis tools, and how we have to work. So now I'm going to tell you some overview of the major data analysis tools and techniques. As we go through many researches, I believe you are reading some research works that are published in different journals. It is a must. Even if you understand or don't understand, you have to read research articles. As I told you in my previous sessions, if you read more, you can write. So if you want to write a systematic research paper, it is a must that you have to read research. When you go through these researches, you can see different types of tables, different types of visualizations. You got confused. Oh, I don't know all these things. How I will do my work? Now I am struck. I am lost. So that lost feeling should not happen to you. That lost feeling should not happen to you. So for this, what I suggest, you attend these sessions. I'm removing my headset. I think it gives better sound. So now I'm going to introduce you to some kind of data analysis tools and some kind of techniques what we are going to have. Today we'll discuss only about tools. Techniques are coming in forthcoming sessions because it is very elaborate. It involves a lot of understanding. It needs a lot of understanding, So let's look at the tools first. Basically, these tools are divided into three kinds. One is for quantitative data analysis. So it is a set of tools and techniques what we use for quantitative data. And I know you are very clear what is a quantitative data. The other one is for qualitative data analysis. Because most of your researchers, you're using quantitative data and qualitative data. So what we'll do, then the third approach what we have used is a mixed methods data analysis. So these are the three variety of tools and techniques or tools and tests which we use for our analysis purpose. While doing your analysis, you have to make sure which is the best tool for you. And this depends on your research. Your research are different. So you may not be able to use same kind of research, same kind of tools and techniques. Okay, let's see how it is working now. Now, if you take the quantitative data analysis tools, so all these tools, they're basically classified into data visualization. So what is visualization? When you generate a heat map, when you create graphic displays, all these things comes in data visualization. So that is one part. All graphical representations, pictorial representations of your data, everything data analysis comes as data visualization tools. Another set of tools which are statistical softwares. So test your hypothesis. But doing t-test, doing ANOVA, doing other kind of all time series analysis, doing structured equation modeling. So all these things we are using statistical softwares. There is another one, I'm more interested in this one, which is called as data mining and machine learning. Nowadays, things are very easy because using Python and many other directories available in Python, many other options in Python, you can do this data mining using machine learning. These are some of the major categories how we are categorizing these data analysis tools and techniques. Now I'm coming to tell you about a package called as SPSS. All of you might know about this very well. It is statistical package for social sciences. Remember, this is statistical package for social sciences. And this is one of the quantitative data analysis tools and techniques. So it is used in social science research. We can do t-test, ANOVA, regression analysis, factor analysis, and many more. If you go to the SPSS, the menu, different kind of tests, what is available, you can find many kind of tests. But you have to know which is the best test for you. In forthcoming sessions, you will know, okay, this is the test what I have to use. This is more important. But I want to tell you one thing. It is very difficult for a researcher to study the entire map of statistical tests as he starts studying. I shared my experience where I started learning books of statistics, and it becomes very tedious, and you will end up nowhere. So what I say, as I told you before, try to get landed with a good statistician. Even I'm looking for a statistician, I think we have to install one statistician. And we have very good statisticians in the region. So try to install one good statistician. So, the communication will be easy, access will be easy, availability will be easy, understanding will be easy, because we are working in this country, right? So a statistician at the beginning is very important, because guidance from the statistician will help you to work in a better, easy way. So to do all these tests, we use SPSS. So SPSS is a statistical software. So that is the first part you have to understand, because the coded data in Excel, you can upload to SPSS, you can remove the null values, you can even, if there is null values, you can fill them with the descriptive values. So it is good. Statistics, SPS is a good one. It is your choice. My choice is always using Python, because I find that, once I have an Excel file, I can manipulate everything with using Python, that Excel file. Even I can bring my outcomes, take my outcomes on an Excel file. It has a lot of facilities. But you have to decide what is your capacity, your capability. So based on that, you can do. Maybe I'll be teaching you some basic things of Python, using Python, how to do all this, and that we'll discuss in the later stages. But now SPSS is a statistical software which is used for quantitative data analysis and doing tests for social science researchers. And I think majority of you are using social science research, other than those who are working in the FICT or IT research. The another tool which we use for quantitative data analysis is called as R. Now, R needs some kind of grammar. Okay. And R is actually a free open source programming language for this testing environment. So we teach R in our curriculum in various programs. So, I'm not good to go with R because I don't use R. So, but, if you have some capacity, you can study it. And this is used for computing as well as it gives you graphics. So you can do computing as well as visualizations with R. And, when you have this program codex, it is very simple to get all descriptive statistics using machine learning models. So R is another tool what we use for quantitative data analysis. So this is also a statistical software. So SPSS is a statistical software, and R is also another statistical software. There is another tool what we use for the same is called a Stata. So Stata, this is also a statistical package. Basically, it is used for economics, sociology, and political science. I believe Pro James is using something related to economics because of the use of energy for well-being of household. So maybe he can try for Stata. It is a good one. And these are self-learnable things like SPSS. And it has good tools for data management. You can do statistical analysis. You can do graphical representations. So, it makes your quantitative research in a versatile way. You'll get a satisfaction when the outcomes come out. And if you are able to understand that outcomes, your interpretations will be better. So Stata is also another tool which we use for economics, sociology, and political science. So this is also a statistical software. There are very many number of softwares, but I don't want to introduce everything to you. I don't want to put in a laborious task, but I'm just giving you some information. So, it will help you to choose the best one for you. It is like buying a car. What is your requirement? You buy such a car. The car which you use in the city, the car which you use in the upcountry, the car which you use for a long trip, the car which you use for convenience, the caravan car, what you use for, a family trip and comfort, the car which you use for racing. So it depends like that. Depending upon the type of research what you're doing, you can choose your statistical software. Now, what we have seen now, a set of statistical softwares which we use for testing. And some of them have graphical representation capacities also. Now we are purely coming to data visualization. There is a tool called as W. So this is a visualization tool, and it has its own interactive dashboard. This is only for information, okay? You can create graphs, charts, everything. But I know you are going good with Microsoft Excel. Dr. Mayur is teaching you very good with Microsoft Excel. Excel is the best one. But studying Excel is a bit tedious for me, making equations. But you are getting a good training on that one. So it helps you to give powerful visualization capabilities, pivot tables. Then it helps you to make charts, different kinds of formatting, and it will help you a lot. So Microsoft Excel, that is a good one. So now it can be a choice for you, right? Then there is another one called as Power BI. Power BI is actually, it comes with an analytics tool by Microsoft. It has a lot of capabilities. Maybe it is a paid one. So, that only you have to do, but it helps you to do some kind of analytics that related to business. Then comes Python. Maybe I'm more excited when I talk to you about Python, because Python has its own libraries that makes our life very, very, very easy. Because even processing the data, pre-processing the data, splitting the data. When we have null values, what you will do, how you can fill that null values. So it has a lot of things. And after that, with a single command, descriptive statistics command, you get all the descriptive statistics, deviations, everything, mean, median, mode, everything. So just upload the Excel file. I'll be teaching you that basic things. So don't worry if you are a non-IT person. We can learn some bit small things, and using large language models also you can get some commands which will help you to do your analytics. So it help you to data manipulation. What is data manipulation? Cleaning the data, sectoring the data, maybe combining the data, slicing the data. So we need to slice the data also to make different kinds of your statistical tests. So it's a machine learning thing, and it will help you a lot. There is another, there are some other more tools, data visualization tools. One is called as a rapid mine. This is also more based on AI, machine learning, deep learning. So this is purely technology one, which we want to do predictive analytics for deep learning, text mining. So, this is also another. Don't worry what I'm telling you now. These all things are just insights to you. There are very many kind of tools are available, but we'll go for a specific one of your choice. If you are good to go with Excel, well and fine. You stick to it. You don't have to stick what I teach you. But since you are getting a good classes on Excel, I recommend Excel will be the best one for you to start initially. And a good knowledge on SPSS also will help you, because I believe Ronald is good at SPSS. So I recommend Ronald to take a session for our PhD scholars, your peer group sessions on SPSS. So it will give you some insights. Because now when you learn SPSS, you have data with you. You are not learning it blindly. Sorry, you are not learning it blindly, because you have a data and you have a target what you have to do. That is a good thing with your current scenario or situation. So I think I recommend Ronald. I don't know about others. Ronald can take a session on this one. I'm not so good that one. All right. So there is, as I told you, in qualitative data analysis, there are softwares. There is another kind of software called as content and thematic analysis. In fact, I didn't taught you well on what is content and thematic analysis. In fact, I got an opportunity to work with a researcher who is in Northern Ireland. It's in Ireland, yeah. It's the northern part of the United Kingdom. So, the researcher got a problem, or his dissertation was a thematic analysis of the secondary data on the work culture diversity in the Coca-Cola plant in Northern Ireland. So it has to be done in a thematic analysis. And for this also, you need a kind of softwares and testing. Here what happens, because I just want to add something to what is content and thematic analysis. So the scholar has to go through all the kind of secondary data are available within Coca-Cola, and based on that, he has to do the research, and he has to make the data, he has to extract the data, because there is a theme on which employee satisfaction. How will you get the employee satisfaction? You are not doing a survey. Instead of that, the HR department has done a satisfaction survey of them. So you take the data from that one. Now, how is the company performance, organizational performance? So you take the performance of the organization for a set of years. So like that, you take all the secondary data, and you know what is the combination of the workforce in the region as well as in that company. No, it's a multinational or multicultural, people from different ethnicities are there. So you get that data, their age, their qualifications, all these things you can put. So, and how problems are resolved in the company. They have a disparity in ethnicity. So all these things we can do in content and thematic analysis. We'll explain that in later. And there are some kind of tools we have to work on grounded theories. There are different theories of economics, and our work, does it matches with the theories of economics, or the theories of motivation, very many theories. So all these things we can use different kinds of softwares. But now just focus only on your work. What is there for your work, that only to use. So there is one software called as NVivo. This is another software that is used for qualitative analysis. So I was talking about quantitative analysis. Now we are coming to qualitative analysis. This helps us to do organization analysis, visualizations. When you do a field study, you make field notes, you take multimedia descriptions. So you have to code the data. You know, I have told you have to code the data when you do an interview. You have to code the data when you do a group discussion. So all these things, NVivo is a powerful. Okay. Then another tool is called as Atlas. Atlas, this when you get textual data, graphical data, audio, video, from these all we can do coding. So it is something Atlas will help you. Atlas TI, honestly, I have not used NVivo or Atlas TI. This is for your information. You have to do further research on that because I cannot speak more on that which I don't know, which I have not used. Maybe in future, I may be using that one. All right. Then another one is called as Max DQA. This is also a versatile software. These all things comes in basically in a kind of research where you have to study about organization. So you get a lot of text data, textual data, you get a lot of images, video data, how you are going to work on, how you are going to code it, how you are going to analyze it. So once you get your quantitative data, once you get your qualitative data, you have to integrate. Many of our studies are like that, except maybe like FICT researches. So this Max DQA is a good to work on. So these are things we use for mixed data analysis, qualitative data and quantitative data. If you look at your questionnaire for your micro research, you can see you have a qualitative phase, you have a quantitative phase, and I've told you how you have to integrate. That's we call as triangulation. So it is a method in which we do the cross validation of the sources, data sources. What you receive from the qualitative data and what you receive from the quantitative data are they are matching. Yeah. Well, this is the triangulation. Yeah, right. So today, I'm stopping sharing on the screen. Today, what we have seen, this is a very initial introductory session, and I don't want to put more things to you, but I'll be sharing the PDF for the partially completed book. I've done 4 chapters, but don't go through all the chapters. You go through up to what I have done. I've made some initial beginnings in the chapters of my book. So you can go through that book. And if you have time, you can go through the other parts of it. And you know, these all large language models will help us to make these books very quickly and effectively. Now, PhD journey is a self-paced journey. We all people can give you insights. We have to teach you, we'll be teaching you. On top of that, what you will get, the basic background of understanding how to do the analysis and choose the right tool. In the preceding sessions, you are going to find what is the appropriate statistical test for you. That is the biggest challenge. So we all take support of statisticians to work on that. All right. So today I'm ending up the sessions. And please ensure once again, this is only for private circulation. And that is only for you. These sessions are made just because my absence. So these regular sessions you'll be getting on YouTube. I'm going to upload to my private YouTube channel only for you. Thanks for attending me. So you try to read the PDF book what I'm going to send to you. And I wish you all the best. Depending upon my time availability, I'll be recording this kind of videos and I'll be sending. And my apologies for my absence. I think we'll be substantiating now. So thank you very much. Thanks for attending this session and all the best. Let God bless you all. Thank you.